Hey everyone, welcome or welcome back. I am finally going to share with you my Teddy Bees pre-order haul from the February pre-order, which took place either February 2nd or 3rd, that first weekend in February. And I am so excited to finally share this. I feel like I'm one of the last people to have gotten my order, which seems to be the trend for me as of late, which is totally fine. God knows I have enough wax to last me until the rest of my lifetime. But just getting a Teddy Bees order is unlike any other wax order. Just the excitement that comes with it and the anticipation just makes it so much fun. So this got delivered yesterday, which I had a whirlwind of a day. So this was the perfect pick-me-up to come home to. And let me just tell you, seeing my fiance on the Ring camera carrying these two huge boxes into the house when he got home from work. He gets home before me, but seeing him on the Ring camera, like the look on his face and him carrying these inside was so priceless. I was cracking up. And he is such a good sport. Like, he totally supports it. He loves it too. I try and get him into it as much as I can, but he's a great sport. I had him sit with me last night and smell through everything. I wasn't really in the position to film last night, just mentally and physically, and I was tired and didn't feel like having myself look presentable. So I'm coming to you this morning to share everything. Oh my God, I'm just looking at everything here and I can't wait to dig in. So we all know Tiffany sends this beautiful thank you card with every order. It has a QR code here for her website. And then if you are newer to Teddy Bees and you want some melting tips or how to get the best performance, you could kind of pause here and take a screenshot or just zoom in and read. But yeah, she gives very nice, helpful tips. Personally, I do best when my Teddy Bees cures at least 4 to 6 months. And then I use more than a half of an ounce. I think I don't weigh what I put in, but I definitely use more than a half of an ounce, which is what she suggests. I probably use closer to an ounce per warmer, and I use a combination of hot plates, Scentsy bulb warmers, Scentsy element warmers, and then occasionally I'll throw in a tea light if I know I'm gonna be home for a while and I don't have an issue with an open flame, then I'll have a tea light on too. So yeah, I get great performance with her wax as long as I let it sit at least 4 to 6 months. She is one of my favorite vendors, and every time she opens, I just have zero self-control and go absolutely ballistic every single time, and no regrets. I never regret it. But especially this pre-order, she poured a couple of my requests, specifically scents that I have been waiting for at least 2 years to come back. So I did go a little heavy-handed on those, but I'm getting excited and rambling. But let's get into my sample first. And then I do have 13 loaves, 14 tubs, and I think 12 or 13 soufflés, and then 2 of the OG blends. So we'll be here for a little while. So I'm gonna try not to spend too much time on every single scent. I know by now many of you have probably watched several hauls. You've seen the beautiful decoration that's on every single piece of wax with the glitter and the color. So I'm not gonna spend too much time showcasing that. We all know she does a phenomenal job and they're all gorgeous. But without further ado, I have my sample here in Sadie, which I did pick up, I believe, in a tub. But this is really nice. It's a beautiful, like, toasted marshmallow with a bit of salty sea air. It's just a beautiful, sweet toasted marshmallow. And then you do get a little bit of the fresh saltiness from the salty sea air. I haven't melted this one before, so I might throw this one into the candle crock in my bedroom and see how it does. But it is beautiful on cold. And I have melted Weekend with Papa, which is Sadie with roasted pine cones, and I absolutely love that too. So I have no doubt in my mind that I will absolutely love this one. So that's Sadie. All right, we will start with the loaves, and I'm gonna start with the 2 that I have been asking for in the pre-order scent request posts for probably the last 4 or 5 pre-orders that she's had. I've been begging for these to come back, and they finally came back, so I'm so happy. They're 2 of my all-time favorite scents from her. The first one is Cabin in the Woods, so I got 2 of those. Cabin in the Woods. This is Fir Needles, Smoked Woods, Marshmallow Fireside, Cedarwood, Sandalwood, and Minty Snow, poured March 8th, 24. beautiful dark blue with the navy blue and gold glitter. This just makes me so happy every time I smell this. And I've been out of this for a really long time, and I'm so happy that this is back. So I get a lot of the smoked woods, It's actually like a sweet smoky. It's not like a heavy, dense, choke you out kind of smoke. It's a very beautiful, like sweet, woodsy smoke. And I think the Marshmallow Fireside really helps add to the sweetness of the smoke that's in here. You do get a little bit of crispness from the cedar wood and the fir needles. It's definitely not sharp. I think that the smoked woods and the Marshmallow Fireside in here really do a nice job at making sure that the tree notes don't come across too harsh or too sharp. You do get a little bit of the minty snow. It's not taking over the blend by any means. It's definitely present. You could definitely pick it up, which to me makes it different than any of her other tree blends. It kind of just gives it like a cold air vibe, like you're walking through the woods or you're walking on a wooded trail just after it snowed, and you're getting the freshness of the trees and the cold air. Maybe there's a little breeze going by. And then the sandalwood, I feel like just makes it really creamy and gives like a nice cozy essence to the blend. Oh my God, I am just so ecstatic to have this back in my collection, and I'm hoping that with it being in this pre-order that it got a lot of love and people are recognizing how beautiful of a scent this is, because let's be honest, Tiffany does so many beautiful woodsy scents that I feel like sometimes there are some that become more talked about or more popular than others, that others get kind of left behind, which I feel like Cabin in the Woods is kind of one of those. She definitely really outdoes herself with the tree blends, but then I feel like sometimes others can, you know, be more popular and ones like this become forgotten about. So I'm hoping that this got enough love and attention this pre-order that we don't have to wait another 2 years for it to come back. Either way, I'm stocked up for a good amount of time. This is just a beautiful, like, sexy, outdoorsy blend. I am just so happy to have this back. Next, we have Blushed, which is so beautiful. Oh my God, I didn't even realize I almost matched the color of the wax, which is amazing. This is phenomenal. I cannot get enough of this blend. I've been hoarding my last clamshell. She made like a large clamshell 1 or 2 RTSs ago, and I snagged a couple of them, and I'm hoarding my last one until I was able to get more of this, and I'm so grateful that this came back. I know Alexis and I, Alexis Schluter here on YouTube, and I were like going hardcore for this on the scent request post and trying to get people to vote for it to come back, and I'm so happy that it did. So Blushed is vanilla birch blended with peach flesh, strawberries, warm woods, and marshmallows, poured March 4th, 24. So when people see peach in a blend, I know it could turn people off and make them not want to try it, knowing that peach can a lot of times lean like urine smelling or foul smelling. I really enjoy all of the blends that Tiffany has put peach in. I think she just has a really nice, authentic peach oil. It doesn't come off artificial. It doesn't come off foul smelling at all. Whether it's a juicy peach or the peach flesh oil that she uses, I just think she puts really high quality oils into her blends, and it's just amazing. So you definitely get the vanilla birch in here. You get like an outdoorsy freshness. This is very much a spring summer type blend to me. So the vanilla, even though it's vanilla birch, it doesn't have it lean heavy winter. And I think the bright happiness of the fruits in here really help just make it such a happy, beautiful spring fragrance. So the peach flesh, it's not a juicy peach. It's almost like you're cutting up a peach and you're smelling the skin of the peach with the fuzz on it. Maybe it has a little bit of the juice from the peach on the skin. It's just so beautiful. And the strawberries, it's not like a macerated strawberry. It's just like you have a bowl of strawberries that you cut up and maybe drizzled a little bit of sugar on top. It's not strawberry pound cake. It's like authentic, juicy strawberries that you just chopped up and you have them all in a bowl, drizzled a little sugar on top, maybe a little whipped cream. It's just absolutely beautiful. Warm woods, you do have a little bit of like a body care undertone to this. So I think that maybe the warm woods and the marshmallows that add to that. but this is just phenomenal. I don't have any other blends in my collection that have fruit like this with woods that can even come close to this. I'm like speechless when I smell this because I love it so much. It is just so fruity and bright, but it also has that beautiful woodsy element to it. If you are afraid of peach, even if you are, please give this a try. If you like strawberries, if you like vanilla birch, who doesn't like marshmallows, a little bit of woodsiness, give this a try. Even if you try a souffle, I think you would be pleasantly surprised, honestly. I think this is a safe wild card to try, and you may surprise yourself with how much you like the peach. I'm sitting here saying I wasn't going to show the glitter, but in this loaf, it's just so pretty. I can't help it. But yeah, so that's blushed. It's a great performer. It's just, I just love it. It's beautiful. I do it throughout my whole house. On days that it's a beautiful spring day, I have my windows open. It's just such a mood. I love this one so much. Okay. Last loaf that I got 2 of is Hot Pie, which I'm sure we've all heard the talk of the town with Hot Pie. It's just phenomenal. I know Natalie has raved on and on about this scent. Alexis loves it. There are just so many people who love Hot Pie, and for good reason, including myself. It's just such a beautiful, cozy blend. So this is Palo Santo, sugar donuts, hint of chai, and a dash of pink chiffon, poured 3/20/24. These are pretty beat up, so I don't think I'm going to take them out all the way. Otherwise, I'll have wax covering me from the waist down. This is 100% a warm, cozy. It is bakery, but then it's not completely bakery because you have this like a little bit of the sweetness of the pink chiffon and the smokiness of the Palo. This is just such a beautiful, sweet, smoky, savory scent. I would do this all year round. This doesn't scream fall or winter to me. I know a lot of people can relate like Palo Santo or even chai to fall or winter. I don't. I'm more of a mood melter. So this is something I would melt the whole year. So that's why I got 2 loaves of it. It is something that generally appears in pre-orders at least once a year. So it's not like it's a scent that is terribly difficult to get your hands on. But since it is something that I can melt any time of day, any season, I like to keep a good stock of it. Oh my God. The sugar donuts, it's like a cinnamon sugar donut. You get a little bit of the chai. You get the smokiness of the Palo Santo. And then the pink chiffon, it's definitely there. If I didn't know that it was pink chiffon, I wouldn't be able to put my finger on it that it's pink chiffon, but it just adds like a little brightness to the blend. Not like a citrus, it just adds like the tiniest bit of sweetness and almost like the tiniest bit of perfumey kick to it. Absolutely beautiful. So that's Hot Pie. And then we'll move on to the single loaves. I think I just inhaled like 25 million pieces of glitter. The next loaf is an absolute love for me. And when I got my boxes last night and I was digging through everything, I do not know why I didn't get 2 loaves of this because this is absolutely phenomenal. This is Beach Blanket. I know that a few of my friends took my recommendation in trying this. I know Alexis and Summer tried this based off of my recommendation and they seem to enjoy it so far, so I'm so happy. This is the Scent of Cotton Sheets, Ocean Air, and Fresh Coconut, poured February 19th, 24. This is another beautiful blend that I feel like definitely has gotten overlooked in the past, which tends to happen a lot because Tiffany has such a wide variety of scents and they're just all so good that a lot of times the good ones do get overlooked unless you completely hype it up on the Facebook group. Sorry, I'm getting a notification. Unless you absolutely hype it up on the Facebook group and people are more inclined to try it. Otherwise, it could be quite some time till your favorites come back. So this to me is identical to Bath & Body Works' Fresh Coconut and Cotton. If you're familiar with that scent, they had it. Did they have it? Yeah, they had it last summer, and I believe the summer before was maybe the first or second time that they've had it in their body care line. It's absolutely beautiful. I have a ton of shower gels in it. I have a body lotion and a spray in it. It's just so pretty. It is fresh and clean. It doesn't necessarily lean heavy laundry at all to my nose. What I get the most in this is the salty sea air and the fresh coconut, which it's not a waxy coconut at all. It's a beautiful, authentic coconut shaving type of coconut. It does come across a little bit creamy, but to me, it's like when you get a tropical drink and they put the coconut shavings around the rim, that's what I get with the salty sea air. And then the cotton sheets, like I said, it's not laundry detergent. It just adds to that fresh, beautiful, uplifting scent that salty sea air brings to blends. So it's like you brought your fresh, you just washed your beach blanket, you packed it up, and you stuffed it in your backpack, and you just took it out of your bag to lay out on the beach. Like you're getting the gust of the clean aroma from you just washing your beach sheet or your beach blanket in the ocean wind with a little bit of coconut. It's just absolutely beautiful. So if you're afraid of laundry blends, but you really like coconut and salty sea air, I definitely would give this one a try. This is an amazing performer. Like this, if you're not careful with this, it could definitely blow you out of your house. So I definitely would be cautious when you do go to warm this. Don't go putting it in like 6 warmers in the same room, because it totally will blow you out of your house. It's an amazing performer, but it's absolutely beautiful. So I do plan on picking up a little bit more of this just so I have a stock of it in case it doesn't come back for quite some time. But this is one of my top favorites from her, and I'm so glad that it's getting some more love this pre-order. So that's Beach Blanket. Next is Witches Be Crazy for Beach Treats, which you really can't go wrong with her Witches Be Crazy blends. The ones that I've tried, I've really enjoyed. And then blended with her beach treats, like no brainer. So this is birthday cake, pecan waffles, sugar cookie dough, a pinch of cinnamon spiced vanilla, blended with beach treats. Poured March 21st, 24. So pretty. And yeah, this is, to me, it's like 60% Witches Be Crazy and 40% beach treats, which I kind of feel like she puts in 50% of Witches Be Crazy and 50% of beach treats for the oils. But being that pumpkin pecan waffles is in general just such a strong oil, it tends to overtake blends, and I feel like that's what happens with this, at least on cold. But when you warm this, the beach treats really shines. So don't let this steer you wrong on cold. I have had this once or twice, and it's an amazing thrower. This was like an 8 or 9 out of 10, and the beach treats really comes alive. And for me, when I warm this, I get more of the beach treats on warm than I do the Witches Be Crazy. So on cold, it's a little deceiving. It doesn't translate the same on warm as it does on cold, but it's just such a delicious, decadent bakery scent with the added ooey gooiness of the marshmallows from the beach treats. So good. Since this is a decent performer, I did only get 1 loaf, which I think will last me a good bit of time, but you never know. I kind of black out during the RTS, so if I wind up with like 75 more loaves of this, I wouldn't be surprised. It's just really delicious. Okay, let's do the woodsy ones next. So this is one that is near and dear to my heart. This is Anthony's Cabin. This is birch leaves, citrus peel, pine cones, white florals, vetiver, sandalwood, and woods. Poured February 19th, 24. So beautiful. I love that because this is a blend that was created in remembrance of one of Tiffany's friend's son who passed away. I love that she put the beautiful touch of the butterfly glitter on here. Just makes it a little extra special. But this is one of my top favorite tree blends from Tiffany, which says a lot because she has so many phenomenal tree blends. She just is a master at the tree blends. But this, to me, this is just such a happy scent. Like every time I smell this, I smile. And here's Ola going absolutely ballistic. Never fails. Every time I sit down to record something, this just makes me so happy. This is unique to any of the other tree blends that she does because you really get the uplifting essence of the citrus. It's almost like it's like a lemon rind or an orange rind. It doesn't take over the blend, but it definitely contributes to it having that fresh, crisp, outdoorsy feel. And then the birch leaves and the woods and the pine cones. This is just such a beautiful, crisp, fresh air, woodsy scent. Absolutely beautiful. You do get a touch of the floral, but don't let that scare you at all. It's definitely in the back seat, as Steph Meltz says. It's in the back seat of this blend. It's definitely not something that's in the forefront. It is noticeable because Tiffany just has this gift where you can really get a little bit of each note. So it's definitely present, but it does not stand out by any means. This is definitely heavy woods, pine cones with a little bit of citrus that makes it feel like it's a cold breeze going by. Absolutely stunning. I love this one. I think I have like 2 or 3 tubs in my collection, and it's one that I don't want to be without, so I grabbed a loaf to add to my stash. It's just one that whenever it's available, I buy because it is just absolutely phenomenal. So that is Anthony's Cabin. Next is Pacific Northwest Winter, another love of mine. This is fresh snow, pine sap, fresh mistletoe, vanilla balsam, the hint of cranberries, and burning fireplaces off in the distance. So when I had first gotten this blend a year or so ago, I was really hesitant on it because I'm not typically a cranberry fan in wax. A lot of times it just comes off very off-putting to my nose, and it's hard for me to find blends where I really like the cranberry that is blended in with it. I do not like cranberry woods at all from Bath & Body Works. I've tried it a couple of different times from different vendors. So when I had first tried this blend, I got it in a smaller size because I was nervous that it was going to be cranberry woods, maybe blended with the snow and the pine sap. Not the case at all. So if you have the same taste with cranberry as I do and you don't like cranberry woods, or you're not a big cranberry fan, do not let that scare you in this blend, because I could promise you it is barely detectable. I love that in this blend you get the pine sap. Like, this is such an atmospheric, so is Anthony's Cabin. Anthony's Cabin and Pacific Northwest Winter are just such atmospheric outdoor scents. It's just, you can close your eyes and you picture yourself outside surrounded by ginormous pine trees. It just snowed. Maybe a tree that's next to you had just gotten chopped down. It has some sap dribbling out of it. You get the smokiness. You do get the added freshness from the mistletoe. You get the slightest bit of sweet smokiness, which must be from the burning fireplaces, maybe with the vanilla balsam. But yeah, I wouldn't have ever guessed that cranberry was in here if it wasn't listed on the notes. It's just so realistic. Winter outdoorsy tree. It's just, I love that you get the sweetness of the sap. It just makes it so unique to any of the other tree blends that I have. And this is a great performer. So this is another one that I always love to have in my collection. So that's Pacific Northwest Winter. I have a lot here, you guys, so I'm trying not to spend too long on every blend. So if I'm doing a crummy job at describing, I'm really sorry. This is another repeat purchase for me. This is the North. This is amazing. This is Vanilla Balsam type, Palo Santo, Marshmallow Fireside type, and a hint of Smoldering Firewood. So this is one of the first blends that I ever bought from Teddy Bees in my first pre-order. This is one of the first blends that I bought, and it's the first ever loaf that I bought from Teddy Bees, which apparently started my spiral for loaves with Teddy Bees. But I bought this in a loaf, like never having smelled it, because I knew how much I would love it based on the notes. And now it's just one that I always need in my collection. It's just deep, smoky, but it also is sweet. Like, it's a heavy presence of the smoke. So if you're somebody who doesn't really like smoky scents, this may not be for you unless you want to tone it down with something to blend it with. So it's definitely, you do get the vanilla balsam, but it's not as present as it is in other tree blends that she has. To me, this is very heavy on the Smoldering Firewood and the Marshmallow Fireside, and you get a little bit of added smokiness from the Palo Santo. Absolutely beautiful. And the longer that you smell it, you do get the tree essence from it, but it's definitely more in the background. Front and center, it's sweet and smoky. So nice. But the longer that you let this one sit, the more that the smokiness kind of tones down, and the more the tree blend kind of balances out with the smokiness. So this one definitely changes a little bit the more that you warm it. So depending on if you're somebody who melts right away, or if you let things sit and cure before you melt them, you might get a different like stance on what this scent is to you. But regardless, if you're a fan of scents that are like sweet and smoky with a little bit of outdoorsy touch, you like Marshmallow Fireside, this is definitely a very safe one for you to try. Very, very good. Okay. The last two loaves that I have here are scents that are new to me, but I'm at the point in my wax journey where I know what I'm gonna love, and if I see something offered that I've never had before and it's available in a loaf, I most likely will get it, especially Teddy Bees, because we all know how that goes. So the first one here is Harold Fine Hair. When I read the description on this, automatic loaf, and I think I got a tub in it too. I don't know if this was an accident. Like, I kind of want to say it was an accident, but then knowing me and how overboard I get, I probably added this when I went back in to get something else. So I have a loaf and a tub of Harold Fine Hair. So this is Warm Chestnuts, Smoky Woods, Sweet Vanilla, which is by the Fireplace type, which is replicas by the Fireplace, with Cashmere Cedar and Frosted Sugar Cookies. If you know me, you know I'm a freaking sucker for Cashmere Cedar. I think it is one of the most beautiful and sexy woodsy oils that you could put in a blend. And then who the heck doesn't like sugar cookies? So this had my name all over it, and it's just, oh, the Cashmere Cedar in here, it takes me out every time. Like, I love Cashmere Cedar. Absolutely beautiful. It adds such a sweet, perfumey essence to the blend, but then you get the By the Fireplace type, which is definitely a beautiful, airy, smoky fragrance. But the kind of feminine, perfumey touch that Cashmere Cedar adds to this, I just think it complements so well with the By the Fireplace type. And then the Frosted Sugar Cookies just adds a little bit of warmth and coziness to this. Oh my God. I am obsessed with this pairing of the By the Fireplace and Cashmere Cedar. Absolutely phenomenal. This, I know this has gotten much love, and for good reason. Is it supposed to be green or gray? I think I'm going colorblind, but then part of me feels like it's a dark, dark olive green, and then sometimes I look at it and I'm like, this is definitely gray. But now I want to say it's dark green. Anyway, I don't even remember what I was saying, but all I know is that this is absolutely phenomenal, and I'm obsessed with this. So this is Harold Fine Hair. Speechless. Absolutely love it. And the last loaf I have here is Cozy Cookie Cake and Balsam. So this is Vanilla Balsam, Fraser Fir, blended with our Cozy Cookie Cake, which Cozy Cookie Cake is pretty popular, but if you don't know what it is, it's warm iced white cake, beach treats, marshmallow fireside, and signature sugar cookie, poured $322.24. So I originally wasn't gonna get this, and then I was talking to one of my friends, Stacy, and she was like, no, you have to try it. You need to try it. It's amazing. If you love Cozy Cookie Cake, you need to try it. I'm getting multiple loaves of it. So I was like, what's one more loaf to my order, really? I mean, I already went overboard, so just throw another one in. And I love Cozy Cookie Cake. And this past pre-order that she had in, what was it, September? It must have been the September pre-order when she had Christmas cookies. I fell in love with that blend, and it's a tree and cookie blend. So then I was like, this probably is in the same realm as that. And it is. This is beautiful. This, to me, you definitely get more of the tree than I do in Christmas cookies. But the Vanilla Balsam paired with the Cozy Cookie Cake, it's just so delicious and cozy. Hence Cozy Cookie Cake. But this is beautiful. This definitely, like I said, the tree is more prominent in this tree and bakery blend than it is in Christmas cookies or Christmas trees and cream. So I like that this is unique to those in that way. This was my fiance's favorite. I had him sniff just about everything in this order, and he said this was his favorite. So this is delicious. Do I think I need more? Probably. Will I get more? I don't know. But either way, I have Cozy Cookie Cake in my collection, and I could always kind of blend it with Tree Blends to kind of get something similar to this. So I don't think it's anything super unique where it's out of this world, but it definitely is really delicious. So that's Cozy Cookie Cake and Balsam. Okay, so that was the loaves. We will move on to the tubs. So let's get started. The first one here is Key West Lime and Ice Cream and Cake. So she offered a couple of key lime blends. I was torn on which one to get, but then this one just drew me in because of the graham cracker note and the salty sea air. So this is the best key limes in Florida, blended with the creamiest vanilla ice cream, toasty graham crackers with a side of rich white cake and salty sea air. Love the green glitter on here. Oh God, this is beautiful. I definitely get the white cake. You get a little bit of salty sea air. Of course, the key lime is coming through front and center, and it definitely is more of a tart than a creamy key lime. So I'm wondering if in key lime sugar cookies, if that key lime is a little bit more creamy. This one definitely is coming across a little bit more tart and tangy. But I love that you could still get the cake and the graham cracker and a little bit of the salty sea air. You could really get all of the notes in here. So I love that Tiffany does that with blends. It's just, oh my God, look at that iridescent glitter on the bottom. Are you kidding? Zola's running. She thinks I'm talking to her. This is so pretty. Here I go again, saying I wasn't going to talk about the glitter. Oh, on the bottom, it's much more tangy, but it's so delicious. This reminds me of like if you get cream Italian ices, if you have an Italian ice place nearby where you live and they sell both the water ices and the cream ices, this reminds me of the cream ice, the key lime cream ice. Delicious. On the bottom, I'm not getting as much cake as I did on the top. This is more of the lime with the salty sea air on the bottom and a little bit of the graham cracker. This is going to be so good on a hot summer day. Absolutely beautiful. So that is Key West Lime Ice Cream and Cake. Delicious. Next, I have Gran Canaria. Love the color of this one. This is Beach Treats, Peach Nectar, Jasmine, Violets, notes of fresh citrus, and soft woods. Love everything in here. The only thing that kind of makes me a little bit weary is the jasmine and the violets. But knowing how much I have enjoyed Tiffany's peach blends in the past, I thought it was pretty safe to take a gamble on this one. Ooh, this is pretty. This actually comes off kind of body care or perfumey on first impression, at least on the top. So I'm getting the peach nectar and definitely like a fresh kind of floral vibe, which I'm guessing is a combination of the jasmine and violets. A little bit of citrus. It's kind of hard to pinpoint what citrus fruit it is, but not very much of it. It's definitely heavy on the top in the peach nectar and the floral notes. And then let's see if I could take this out and smell the... Oh, look at this. Again, with the iridescence. That is absolutely beautiful. Oh my God. So pretty. Okay, this needs to come out because I'm so curious as to what the bottom smells like. Come on. Okay, here we go. Okay, yes, the bottom, I'm looking at the top of this like it has the notes on it. Okay, the bottom, I'm getting more beach treats and a little bit more of the citrus. I'm still not getting a ton of woods. However, there is a different element to the bottom as opposed to the top where I feel like that may be the woods coming through, but I'm definitely, the bottom is more creamy because you definitely, it's like making my mouth water. You definitely get the beach treats on the bottom more so than the top, 100%. It's like a creamy peach beach nights on the bottom. Beautiful. Yeah, it's totally different on the top than the bottom. So that's why it's so important to let things cure a bit so that it could kind of balance out. But yeah, the top and bottom are totally reading different. Top is definitely more peach and floral, and the bottom is more creamy peach with the beach nights and a little pinch of the woods. This is pretty. Because it is pretty heavy floral on the top, I'm gonna let this sit for quite some time, probably longer than I would normally let my teddy bees sit. I'll probably will let this sit until about next summer and see if it kind of balances out, because I'm worried that this may end up not being something I'm totally crazy about. It's definitely pretty, but I think if this doesn't balance out to where the floral kind of tones down, I think I would have been okay getting a souffle in this. I don't dislike it at all. I'm getting two totally different reads on the top and the bottom, so it's kind of hard for me to tell what this is gonna do. But of course you need to warm anything before you make your final call. But yeah, so we'll have to revisit this. I'm even gonna revisit this again in a couple of weeks and see if it comes across any different. So it's definitely pretty. It's just something that I'm not used to. So that's Gran Canaria. Next I have Lavender Cream. This is lavender, marshmallows, and vanilla sugar waffle cone, poured March 7th, 24. Anything with lavender, especially Tiffany's lavender, I'm always down to try. I'm a sucker for lavender. Okay. I didn't show you the beautiful glitter, which I said I wasn't gonna do, but here we are. Okay. Shockingly enough, this is coming off very much as an herbal lavender to me, which I did not expect. I thought with the vanilla sugar waffle cone and the marshmallows, it would be more of like a creamy, sweet bakery lavender. But for some reason, I'm getting more of an herbal essence from this lavender, which I don't know if it's intended to be that way, because she kind of has like the lavender plant here on the label. It might just be ironic, but yeah, this is definitely more of an herbal leaning lavender. You do get the background creaminess of the marshmallows and the vanilla, but this is very much reminding me of lavender vanilla from Scentsy that we had in the Bring Back My Bar in January. It's giving me that same kind of herbal lavender vibe. Let's see the bottom, which is not what I expected from this. I'm not mad about this because I did really like that bar from Scentsy. It's just not what I expected it to be based on the notes. Okay, the bottom, I'm getting very much heavy, the waffle, like the vanilla sugar waffle cone and marshmallow, which is making the lavender come off more sweet on the bottom. Yeah, so this is another one like Gran Canaria where the top and bottom are giving me two totally different reads. The bottom is what I truly expected this scent to be. You definitely get the heavy vanilla sugar waffle cone. You get a little bit of gooiness with the marshmallows, and it's making the lavender come across more sweet bakery lavender than herbal like the top is. So I think this one as well, the longer it sits, the more the notes will blend together. So cure time, I think will do this one a world of difference. So that's Lavender Cream. Again, inhaled glitter. Next is Vanilla Dream. I have been really enjoying vanilla blends lately. Basic, I know, but I don't know. There's just something about vanilla like the past 4 to 6 months where I'm just on a kick with it. This is Vanilla Cake Pops, a drizzle of buttercream, angel food cake with a hint of cupcakes at Tiffany's, poured March 18th, 24. So that's Vanilla Dream. This smells like you're baking a funfetti cake and you have the big bowl of batter right in front of you and you're taking a big whiff of it as it's mixing. This is so, so good. This is heavy, dense vanilla bakery, but it's different from, say, Surfside Sweet Shop or what is the other one? Cozy Cookie Cake, because you don't really get that marshmallow essence in this one. This one is like true vanilla buttercream and funfetti cake batter is what I'm getting from this. Cupcakes at Tiffany's. You do get the slightest hint of that toffee that's in cupcakes at Tiffany's, but don't get me wrong, this does not make it turn towards a chocolate blend at all by any sense of the imagination at all. Like you just get a little bit of a different sweetness from this, which to me is coming across from the toffee. But this is a heavy, dense, rich vanilla bakery, like a huge bowl of funfetti cake batter with vanilla buttercream. It's delicious. I'm so glad I got this one. Very strong on cold. I think this is going to be an amazing performer. So happy I got this. This was a last minute addition to my order, and I'm so happy that I got this. This is absolutely amazing. So that's Vanilla Dream. All right, next we have Espresso and Pink Lavender. Super excited for this one. This is Pink Lavender, Espresso Beans, and Creamy Vanilla, which is the Bath & Body Works type, poured March 5th, 24. So this is a dupe of Bath & Body Works' Espresso and Pink Lavender candle, which I think was new last spring season. Oh my God, again with this iridescent glitter on the bottom, so beautiful. I am making a mess. Like, this is falling apart on me. Okay. Oh my God. Oh my God, this is so beautiful. So, so good. I love coffee blends, and then blended with the like sweet lavender. It's just so good. Oh my God. Lavender and coffee, to me, you wouldn't think they would go together, but they do. It just, the sweet lavender, which in here it's called pink lavender, it's a very sweet lavender. It's almost lavender with like a touch of pink sugar. It takes any of the sharpness or any of the bite out of what you would think espresso would smell like. I love all coffee blends, but I think this is so beautiful with the addition of the lavender. This is going to be so pretty in the spring and summertime. Oh my God. It's sweet, it's warm, it's cozy. And bonus points because this is like my favorite color in the whole entire world. Oh my God, this is so pretty. So happy I got this. Do I need more of this? Probably not, because I don't melt coffee as often. I usually just do coffee on the weekend mornings for a couple hours. So this will definitely get me by for quite some time. But with how good it is, you guys, it just makes me want to get more. Oh my God. If you're a coffee fan and you did not get this, but you want something different, like you don't want a heavy bakery coffee scent, definitely give this one a try. It's absolutely beautiful, which I'm saying about every single blend, but it's so true. Okay, where to next? This one's a repeat purchase for me. This is Whipstaff Manor. I know so many people were so happy that this was in the pre-order because it's gotten so much hype. This is crisp fall air, cedarwood, crunchy leaves, hints of apples, fall spice, toasted marshmallows, and charred pumpkin, poured 3/20/24. This is so beautiful, performs really well for me. And to me, this is just what you would think rustic fall would smell like. Absolutely, rustic fall. It's very heavy on the charred pumpkin. You do get a little bit of cedarwood and a little bit of fall spice, which is almost giving chai spice to me, like cardamom and chai spices is kind of what I'm getting, along with the charred pumpkin. But you do get the woodsy essence. Like you get a little bit of the cedarwood, you get a little bit of the dryness from the crunchy leaves. But this is very heavy on the charred pumpkin. So it's charred pumpkin with woodsy elements to it. Oh God, this is just so pretty. So this you can't go wrong with if you're somebody who really loves fall scents and you're looking for something else to add to your collection, or you just want to try what the hype is about with this. Definitely give it a try. It's beautiful. Next, I have I Heart Vanilla, which, like I've been saying, I've been on a vanilla kick, so I think I got every single vanilla blend that she offered this pre-order, which I know she offered quite a bit, and I was not upset about it. So this is Creamy Vanilla Marshmallow, Vanilla Milkshake, Boardwalk Marshmallow Cloud, and then she did add on the label Juicy Blackberries, which she corrected in the Facebook group. There's absolutely no fruit in here. That was a typo. So it's Creamy Vanilla Marshmallow, Vanilla Milkshake, and Boardwalk Marshmallow Clouds. So I think this is essentially like her Boardwalk Marshmallow Clouds blend. Look how beautiful that is. Oh, this is just a beautiful, perfumey body care vanilla. Oh. So pretty. This to me comes across like almost like warm vanilla sugar with Boardwalk Marshmallow Clouds. So if you're familiar with Bath & Body Works, is an OG scent from them, warm vanilla sugar. This to me is almost coming across, because it's like a warm, perfumey body care vanilla. It's coming across to me like warm vanilla sugar plus Boardwalk Marshmallow Clouds. Oh my God. I love her I Heart Vanilla blends. I've tried several of them and they're all really nice. But I really appreciate it on its own too. I love now that I know what it smells like individually instead of always blended with something. Oh my God, this is gonna be so gorgeous in the bedroom. I cannot wait for this. So that's I Heart Vanilla. Next is Pistachio Bread Pudding. This is toasted pistachios, glazed donuts, hints of cinnamon, cream-soaked bread, brown sugar, and sweet vanilla icing, poured $227.24. This is really nice. Okay, so it's, if you're afraid of pistachio because you don't like cherry scents, you don't like cherry leaning pistachio, do not worry about that. This is much more of a warm, like a warm, cozy bakery scent with a slight nuttiness of the pistachios. It's almost reading a little bit amaretto to me, which may not be the right term because a lot of times amaretto can read cherry, but it is coming across like very warm and nutty, like a warm, nutty, cozy bakery. Definitely get the little bit of cinnamon. You get the cream soaked bread, which is just really sweet. Like it's like a sweet cream vanilla soaked bread with the cinnamon and then the vanilla icing. And the pistachio's there, but it's not overpowering the other bakery notes. So you can really appreciate the bakery notes in here. It's just amazing how she can put so many different types of oils in a blend and you can smell them all. So yeah, this is just a beautiful pistachio bakery without being cherry. So that's definitely a winner. Happy to have that one. Next is Pink Toasted Marshmallows, which I almost did not get this one, but then I was like, you know what? It's so simple that it must be so beautiful. So this is pink sugar blended with toasted marshmallows, poured $311.24, which in my opinion, you can't go wrong with something like this. It's just something always really nice to have for the bedroom. Oh yeah, very pretty. A little bit perfumey, it's sweet. Her pink sugar is just so nice. Yeah, it's like 50% pink sugar and 50% toasted marshmallow. This is like a beautiful, sweet, amped up pink sugar perfume. And it's amped up with the sweetness and the coziness from the marshmallow. It's just sweet, it's flirty, it's just absolutely beautiful. So happy to have this. It's Pink Toasted Marshmallows. All right, we have 4 more tubs here. So this one is Asgard. Love the teal color of this. So this is soft cotton, cashmere cedar. Here we go again with the cashmere cedar, white woods, and luxurious vanilla orchid, poured $223.24. So I was a little hesitant with this. I do typically enjoy laundry blends, but there is one laundry oil in particular that I've had from Tiffany. It was in, what the heck was it? Satsuma and linens that I didn't like that laundry oil. It honest to God, it made me nauseous. So I can't remember what the laundry oil was in here. And when I ordered it, I was like, let me take a chance. And then I had melted the Satsumas and linen after I ordered. So I was like, oh my goodness, I hope that oil isn't in one of these blends. Otherwise I won't be able to do it. So let's see. Okay. I'm definitely getting the vanilla orchid. Not really getting much cashmere cedar. I am definitely getting the vanilla orchid and the white woods. I am getting the cotton, the soft cotton, and I'm sad to say this, but this kind of does give me the impression that it may be the laundry oil that was in Satsuma and Linens. I'll have to look up the notes in that in the group to see. But this is leaning much more laundry heavy than, say, Beach Blanket is. So I'm kind of nervous about this one. Yeah, especially on the bottom, it's very heavy laundry, almost giving like a laundry detergent vibe, which I do enjoy fresh, clean laundry blends, but if it smells like straight up laundry detergent, it tends to make me nauseous, which is kind of what I'm getting with this, unfortunately. It is pretty. Like, I do like the fact that it's blended with orchid. I do get a tiny bit of the cashmere cedar in the woods, but I was really hoping that this would be predominantly cashmere cedar with the orchid and a little bit of laundry, but it's just hard because laundry oils can be so dang strong that they could just take over whatever they're blended with. So I'm going to let this one sit for several months and revisit it. Maybe I'm going to melt a piece to sample it, but if I find that it's something that I can't do, I'll pass this on to somebody else who will enjoy it. So that's Asgard. Next is Sadie, which is the one I did in the sample. So I already went over that in the beginning, so I'm not really going to go over that again, but I did get a tub in it. Oh my God, I'm almost at an hour. Okay, here's another laundry one. This is Lux Linen. I've heard a lot of great things about this, and this was phenomenal when I smelled it quickly last night. So this is dark vanilla, praline, warm amber, smoked amaretto, and luxurious linen, poured $329.24. So that's Lux Linen. This is just incredible. This is a warm, sensual, perfumey type scent to me. This comes across very rich and sophisticated, classy. Oh, it's just beautiful. It's warm and cozy, but it's also perfumey and just smells high class. Like it does. It smells luxe. You get a little bit of a linen vibe in the background, but to me, I'm really getting the warm amber with the dark vanilla and the praline. And then a luxurious linen is there. It adds a little uplifting freshness to this, but it doesn't lean laundry. This is beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. I really love this one. I knew I would really like it based on the notes, but I love it 10 times more now that I'm smelling it again. Absolutely beautiful. So hands down, one of my favorites that I've gotten in this order. That's Lux Linen. And last tub I have here is Marshmallow Cake by the Ocean, which was a no-brainer. I should have gotten this in a loaf. This is gooey marshmallow, peeps, beach treats, vanilla lace, and buttery birthday cake, which my initial impression smelling this was that it's very similar to Surfside Sweet Shop. I know many people that have been making videos or hauling this are saying the same thing, which I agree, but I'm not mad about it because that is such a beautiful staple blend to have in your collection. Just such a beautiful, buttery, rich, dense vanilla bakery. But this is actually giving me more of a buttery vibe than Surfside Sweet Shop does. So I think, although you do definitely get the beach treats, you get a little bit of vanilla lace, you get marshmallow, I definitely think a majority of the vanilla in here is the buttery birthday cake. Whereas Surfside Sweet Shop to me is definitely more gooey, warm marshmallow. This is more buttery birthday cake. So they're like siblings that look alike, but they're still very different. Yeah. Yep, definitely much heavier on the buttery birthday cake. So if you're somebody who really likes buttery vanilla bakery, you will really enjoy this, especially if you really like Surfside Sweet Shop. Okay. I feel like my voice is starting to go and I still have quite a bit of talking to do, so we got to get a move on. So I got two of the OG scents here, so we'll go over those quickly. The first one I have here is Sunkissed. And this is such a good size, you guys, like compared to the souffle and then compared to a tub, this is definitely a great size. It's definitely not as thick as I can't even talk anymore. This is definitely not as like thick as a tub is, but it's definitely in circumference. It's very similar. Like you can't even, it's the same circumference as a tub, but it's not the same depth. It's probably more along the, oh no, she just changed her souffles to where they're a little deeper, but they do look pretty similar. So it's a nice intermediate size. So anyway, Sunkissed. This is black coconut, cassis, white blossoms, tonka bean, driftwood, and a hint of lime. I've been really into like the sunscreen type blends lately. I've been trying to build up my stash of the sunscreen blends. So that's kind of what I'm hoping this gives. And this just looks like beautiful hot tropical sand. So the coconut in here, it's so beautiful, but it comes across perfumey. I'm wondering if that's the black coconut. Definitely get the tonka bean, you get the driftwood, you get a little bit of fruitiness. I wouldn't necessarily say it's lime, but it's beautiful. This is a warm, sunscreeny, tropical body care type scent. This is gonna be so nice. This to me reads something that I would probably do more so in the bedrooms or bathrooms, but it's such a warm, beautiful tropical scent. So that's a winner. That's Sunkissed. And then we have Warm and Cozy, which I've heard so many great things about and for such good reason. This is so good. This is tonka bean, jasmine, patchouli, and vanilla blended with comfort, Bath and Body Works type. So you had me at patchouli, you had me at jasmine, you had me at the vanilla, and then comfort, Bath and Body Works type. I don't really remember what that is. This definitely is so good. This definitely has a little bit of a, what is that? It's definitely like a, maybe it must be the jasmine. The jasmine, the tonka bean are almost giving it like a girly perfume vibe. But then the patchouli and the vanilla are making it like giving it like such a beautiful dark depth. And then the jasmine just kind of brightens it up. It keeps it from being too dark and too dense. It just gives it like a little bit of light airiness, but then you do get the beautiful earthy depth with the patchouli and the vanilla with it. This one's so hard to describe, so I'm sorry, that probably made 0 sense. But it's comfort. I wonder if comfort has a little bit of smokiness to it, because the longer that I smell this, I'm getting kind of like a sweet smoky patchouli, and then you get the added like lighter essence from the jasmine, like floral, but it doesn't lean floral. So that's why I've been trying to avoid saying floral, because it doesn't smell floral. It just adds like a little bit of feminine brightness to it, the jasmine. But then the patchouli and the vanilla, and you get a little bit of smokiness. This is so complex and hard to describe, so I'm sorry. But if you're a fan of any of these notes or these notes in combination, definitely try Warm and Cozy. So good. Okay, onto the souffles. The first one here is the Hamptons. I've heard so many good things about this. This is watermelon lemonade type, salty sea air, and crisp linen. Let me see something real quick with these laundry oils. Okay, so Lux Linen is luxurious linen, Asgard is soft cotton, and then this one is crisp linen. So they're all different, but let's see. Okay, so this is the Hamptons. Ooh, this smells like a watermelon lemon Italian ice. Like you have 1 scoop watermelon Italian ice, 1 scoop lemon Italian ice. You have the salty, like you have the ocean air blowing behind you. You're sitting on the beach eating your Italian ice. You do get a little bit of the crisp linen, but it's definitely not taking over at all. Front and center for me is the watermelon lemonade and the salty sea air. This is pretty. Do I need a loaf in this? No, but I think I definitely will enjoy this, and I definitely could see myself wanting like a tub or another souffle in this, because I'm not the biggest fruity melter, so this isn't something I need in bulk by any means, but I definitely would like to get a little bit more of this. I think I'll really like this in the summertime. So this is the Hamptons. Okay, next one, this is a repurchase for me. This is Tiff's favorite birthday cake and strawberry pound cake. This is Tiff's favorite lavender blended with white cake, buttercream, layered with strawberry pound cake type, poured $3.17.24. This I have a freshly chopped loaf in, and I knew I had a loaf, so that's why when I ordered this, I was like, I really don't need a whole lot more, but I did want to add a little bit to my collection. And this is the first blend that I've had that has strawberry and lavender together, and I'm here for it. It's actually a really nice combination. It's like a sweet bakery lavender, and then you get her delicious, dense, sweet strawberry pound cake. Such a good combination. And you can smell the vanilla buttercream in here, which I think is amazing, being that there's strawberry and lavender in here. Those can kind of be pretty strong notes, especially. So the fact that you could still pick out the birthday cake and the buttercream is amazing to me. And that just takes this blend to a whole different level. So honestly, I was trying to be responsible and not get too much more, knowing I had a loaf, but I really wish I had gotten more of this, because even on warm, this is so beautiful. And it threw for over 12 hours when I warmed it, which I was shocked. I put it in at night, and then I woke up the next morning and came out of my bedroom, and I was like, holy crap, I could still smell this, which for bakery, that usually doesn't happen. So this is a great performer. Really delicious. So this is a love of mine. I'm wishing I had gotten more than a souffle, but continuing on, Oracle of Dusk. This is black raspberry, bergamot, velvet rose, midnight jasmine, patchouli, and precious wood, poured $3.124. Love the purple glitter in here. Hands down, when I smelled this last night, I knew exactly what this was. If you're familiar with Bath & Body Works, this is spot on to Dark Kiss from Bath & Body Works. It usually comes in, like in the spray, it's like a very dark purple, purple liquid, and then it has the black label with like the purple and dark blue kind of floral wrap on it design, like the floral label. Absolutely. Because the patchouli is heavy in here, you definitely get the velvet rose. It's detectable, but the patchouli and the jasmine and the raspberry do such a beautiful job at really showcasing the rose to where it's present, but it's not in your face. Really pretty. So being that I know this is a body care scent, I consider this to be a body care bedroom type fragrance. But I feel like even if I didn't know that this was Dark Kiss, it still would give me a body care vibe, being that you get the fruitiness from the raspberry, but you do get the depth of the patchouli. This just reads body care to me. And it is. It's absolutely beautiful. Dark, smoky, but you get the sweetness with the raspberry. You get a little bit of dark floral with the rose. Really nice. So that is Oracle of Dusk. I don't think I need a whole lot more of this. It is beautiful, but I think this, being that it'll mainly be a bedroom scent, I think this will last me quite some time. All right, this was my wild card of the order. This is Cashmere Bubble Bath. This is a sensual blend of vanilla rose, cashmere cream, comfort type, and bubbly milk bath. Why for the life of me can I not remember what comfort type is from Bath & Body Works? Let's see. Very nice. And this one was a pleasant surprise to me, you guys. I bought this with the full anticipation of being like, I most likely won't like it, but I wanted to give it a try. Because unlike anything that I have in my wax collection, but I think the cashmere cream really does it for me in this blend, because it makes the rose present, but it's not too sharp. It really makes it like a creamy, perfumey rose, more so than a fresh picked rose with rose petals. Like this to me comes off like a beautiful, creamy body care type rose. You do get a little bit of soapiness. It's funny, like this almost has texture. Like you smell this and you could picture like the hundreds of light bubbles that are kind of popping. It just gives it that soapy feel. This is pretty. This is another one. I don't think I need a bigger size, more so than a souffle, because this will very much be a bedroom bathroom scent for me. But this is a pleasant surprise. I definitely like this more than I thought I would. So yeah, honestly, I wouldn't be opposed to getting another souffle of this, just because it is something that is unlike anything I have. So yeah, it's pretty. Do I think I'll get more? Probably not. But then again, when the blackout strikes with RTS, I just never know what I'm gonna buy. So who knows? I guess stay tuned. We'll see if I wind up with more of that. But this was definitely a pleasant surprise for me. Okay, oh, love this one. This is Lost in the Orange Grove. This is lemongrass, basil leaf, rosemary, clementines, orange peel, and ambrette. Pour $227.24. This is another one, like the Cashmere Bubble Bath, and the next one that I'm going to show you, unlike anything that I have. And I just love that Tiffany can create such unique, beautiful fragrances. Oh, this is so authentic, juicy orange. It's just, it's so hard to describe, but it's so beautiful. It's beautiful, it's refreshing, it's uplifting. It almost like has like a spa kind of feel to it. I guess it's the herbs that are in here, because you definitely 100% you get the orange. That's front and center. That's what you get most to me. But then you definitely get the basil. You get a little bit of rosemary, and it just has that beautiful, almost like essential oil herbal essence to it, which I find so relaxing and so pretty. Maybe it's the lemongrass, or maybe it's the rosemary in here. I don't know what ambrette is, but it almost has like a ginger feel to it. Like this is almost like fresh orange with a little bit of ginger. It's just so pretty. It's just makes you feel like you want to de-stress, you want to relax, you want to go to the spa. Like this is beautiful. This is one I think I would get more of, just because it's so unique and it's just a happy scent. Like I can just see coming home from a long day at work, I want something to melt that's gonna just make me and just relax. Like this is that. This is so pretty. This will also be really nice on a hot summer day when you don't want something like heavy, dense bakery. You want something like airy and refreshing. This is just beautiful. So that's Lost in the Orange Grove. Next is the Water Gardens, another one that I absolutely am loving. This is notes of green tea, lemons, hints of lime, which is under, oh, and musk. Sorry, let me start over. Notes of green tea, lemons, hints of lime, musk, which is under the lemon tree from Lush, I want to say. Oh no, is it Replica? I don't know, you guys. I've watched so many videos and now I feel like I'm losing my mind. Either way, it's a duplication of Under the Lemon Tree and then Salty Driftwood. Oh, God. So, so, so beautiful. This one reminds me of my mom. It says green tea, and I could see that why it would be green tea, but for some reason this is reminding me more of a white tea than it is a green tea. Like I'm very much getting white tea and ginger kind of vibes from this, from Bath & Body Works, which I know I talked about in another video, but that's the scent growing up that my mom always would wear in body cream and perfume, in the body spray from Bath & Body Works. She would always wear white tea and ginger. And I don't know if it's the other notes that are blended in here. Maybe it's, I don't know, really, if it's the little bit of lemon, which I don't think it would be, but this is reading more to me as a white tea than it is a green tea. But so, so pretty. You do get the little bit of lime. You do get the little bit of lemon. Musk I'm not really getting, but you do get the salty driftwood. It really just amps this up a little bit and gives us a little bit more of a fresh vibe, so it's not just straight up fruity tea. The driftwood really adds like a different texture and different element to this. This is so stunning. I really like this. Super unique. This is one I 100% am gonna get more of, or at least I plan to. So that's the Water Gardens. Next is Late on the Beach and Strawberry Boom Boom. This is A blend of beach treats and marshmallow clouds layered with strawberry pound cake, Bath & Body Works type, and creme de boom boom, which is boom boom cream from Sol de Janeiro. Poured $321.24. And when I was going through my box yesterday, I am so surprised I did not get a bigger size of this. I do not know what type of rational thinking I was trying to go for, but I'm not pleased with my past self. I'll tell you that right now. I am disappointed in past Stefanie, because this, like, smelling this now, this is a loafer. Like, hands down, loaf, one that I would want in a loaf, and probably will get one. This is so pretty, especially because I've been on such a strawberry pound cake kick lately, and then blended with the boom boom, it's just perfection. And then you get the beautiful perfumey vanilla with it. This is absolutely stunning. This is one of my favorite ones from the whole order. And it's in the smallest size that I got, which I'm grateful for everything that I got. Don't take me the wrong way, but knowing my loves and what I enjoy, I am just so shocked that this was not a bigger size for me. Oh my God, it's just so beautiful. The Boardwalk Marshmallow Clouds blended with the strawberry pound cake. And I've never had anything with strawberry pound cake and boom boom together, but you guys, it's just so perfumey and warm and beautiful. There's no other word to describe it but beautiful. It's fantastic. So, hands down, one of my favorites. Okay. Next is Witching Hour. Oh my God, it's after 1 hour. I need to hurry up. You hear my voice cracking. And my hair is getting worse by the minute. So, Midnight Jasmine, Tonka Bean, Mahogany, Black Currant, Sweet Marshmallows, and Soft Woods poured $325.24. Beautiful plum color. This is stunning. The mahogany with the Tonka Bean and the Black Currant. This is like a deep, dark, sexy woman's perfume. I really appreciate the marshmallows in here and the jasmine because it keeps it from being too deep. It really just balances it out really nicely. It adds a little bit of the slightest touch of sweetness to this. But that mahogany in here, oh, the mahogany with the black currant and the tonka, so beautiful. It's like a dark yet slightly sweet and sexy perfume. I feel like I've smelled this before in a perfume, actually. I feel like I have. But then that's the problem. I go to Sephora and I'll smell like 10 or so perfumes and I don't remember which is what. So then I have a scent like this that definitely reminds me of a perfume and then I can't remember which one it is. Yes, I've definitely smelled this. It has that warmth that if you've smelled Burberry Her, or if you've smelled, what's that other one that I love that's like warm and feminine? Oh, YSL Libre. If you smelled those and you know like the warm, cozy, feminine, perfumey, that's what this is giving me, but it also has a little bit more of a depth because of the mahogany. So think warm, feminine perfume, but it also has a little bit of a deeper kick to it. Absolutely beautiful. Again, this is more of a bedroom scent for me, but I can honestly see myself warming this in the living room on a night where it's dark, it's damp, maybe it's raining outside. This is just really nice. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Okay, down to our last stack. This one is First of Her Name. This is whipped vanilla, citrus infused cream, white blossoms, decadent lemon cakes, candied lime, and vanilla sugar. Poured $317.24. This is coming across as glazed lemon pound cake, like a glazed lemon pound cake, and maybe you have a drizzle of candied limes on top to give it as decoration. it's weird because the notes on here would make me think that this would be like a lemon perfume or a lemon body care. But to me, this is through and through coming across to me as a lemon bakery. I'm not getting white blossoms. I'm definitely getting the whipped vanilla and the citrus infused. It's almost like, excuse me, voice is cracking. It's almost like you have like a vanilla buttercream, but you blended in maybe a little bit of lemon rind or something in there, and then you have a dollop of whipped cream on top. And that's all on top of a slice of glazed lemon pound cake. This is really nice. Yes, a beautiful lemon bakery type scent to my nose. So not mad about that. That's pretty. It's going to be beautiful in the spring and summertime. And it's pretty strong on cold, so I think this will be a great performer. So that's first of her name. Next is Warlord. Heard a lot of hype about this one. This is tonka bean, vanilla oak, spiced praline, hints of cocoa, incense, milky tuberose, and tobacco vanille. Poured $329.24. Speechless. Oh. That I'm getting the spiced praline and the incense and the tobacco vanilla most. Definitely get the praline, which I like. It gives it almost like a sweet, like cinnamon sugar type essence to this, but then you get the depth and the smokiness of the incense and the tobacco vanilla. It's just, all these notes complement each other so well. This is so hard to describe, but just know that if you're not a fan of incensey, deep, dark, and smoky scents, you might not like this. This might not be for you because it's very heavy on the tobacco vanille and the incense. But then those spiced pralines do such a nice job of giving this like I was saying, like a cinnamon sugar touch to this, which is so unique. Definitely get a little bit of the tuberose, nothing crazy. This is not floral by any means to my nose. It just adds a little bit of like a perfume touch to this, which I think in general this is a perfumey type scent, but the milky tuberose just adds a little like more of a feminine touch to it, because incense and tobacco vanilla, I'm sure, could come across to people very masculine. But then the tuberose kind of makes this more gender neutral, if that makes sense. Oh, this is so hard to describe. I'm doing my best, but just know this one basically leaves me speechless. It is so pretty. So that's Warlord. Okay. Princess Katia. This is, oh, look at the glitter I got on me. This is Vanilla Birch, Beach Treats, Moroccan Rose, and Fireside Marshmallows. Was a little bit nervous of this one with the rose. Like I said, I'm not the biggest floral fan, but I figured I would be pretty safe because of the Vanilla Birch, the Beach Treats, and the marshmallows. And yes, this is so pretty, and it's so much sweeter than I thought it would be. Like, this is coming across to my nose as a beautiful, sweet perfume. Almost gives me a fruity vibe. I was saying to a couple of my friends last night that I was talking to that this very much reminds me of Lady Lena, which she had available last year at some point, which is very odd to me because Lady Lena has like a dark, juicy plum note. And although there is no plum in these notes, I definitely am getting a bit of a fruit vibe to this. Like, this to me can be cousins to Lady Lena. If there was no rose on this label and there was plum, I would believe it. There is a slight floral tinge to this, but the Beach Treats and the Vanilla Birch and the Fireside Marshmallows are really doing such a good job at keeping that in the distance. This is not a floral heavy or a floral forward blend by any means. And I know the sound of Moroccan Rose can kind of be intimidating, but it's not a floral forward blend at all. I'm really getting a fruity vibe to this for some reason, like a juicy plum with Vanilla Birch, marshmallows, and Beach Treats. So not mad about it. Like I said, you do get a little a little bit of the rose, but it's not front and center. It's not completely noticeable. If this label would have said Juicy Plum instead of the Moroccan Rose, I don't even think, I would have never thought twice about it. So that's Princess Katya. I'm really curious because I haven't heard anybody else compare this to Lady Lena. So if any of you have had that scent and you're familiar with it and you feel like this one, Princess Katya, is similar to it, let me know down below, because otherwise I feel like I'm alone in that thought. Okay, two more. This one is just vanilla. This is Madagascar Vanilla, Cream Vanilla, Lily of the Valley, and Musk. Poured 325.24. Told you guys, I've been on a vanilla kick, and I think I got every single one that she offered. Oh. Okay, this one is more floral forward. You definitely get the Lily of the Valley. It's one of the first things I pick up, but it's very sweet. It's not dry floral. It's not headachy floral. It's a very sweet body care floral. You do get the cream vanilla and the Madagascar vanilla, which is almost, it's coming across like a vanilla sugar. Like you do get the Lily of the Valley, and then it's like a very sweet vanilla sugar type scent. And then you do get a little bit of the musk. It just adds a little bit of, it really just makes it like a sexy body care vanilla. This is beautiful. Really happy I got this one. And I actually shamelessly picked up more of this in a D-stash a day or two ago, which I'm so happy about, because I know this one has gotten quite a bit of hype, and for good reason. This is such a beautiful perfumey vanilla. And I'm pretty sure I saw somebody in the Teddy Bees group saying that Tiffany did make this as a replication of a vanilla perfume. Can't remember which one, but this is absolutely well done. Beautiful. It has that touch of floral without being too headachy or too floral forward to where it's like intolerable. Like, this is really beautiful. That's just vanilla. And then the last one I have is Earl Ingstad. So this is cardamom cream, Palo Santo, Earl Grey tea. I'm like speaking too fast now. Cardamom cream, Palo Santo, Earl Grey tea, sweet pastries, and sugar crystals. Poured 325.24. Love the gray with the purple. Woo! Oh my God. Okay. Even last night when I smelled this, and even right now when I'm smelling this again, this reminds me so much of her chai tea and cookies blend, which she offered, I don't know, like 2 or 3 pre-orders ago. It was in a more of a winter pre-order. It was chai tea and cookies. And this is definitely the same tea oil that she used in there, because this does give you like a chai essence. At least to my nose it does. Or I don't know if it's my mind playing tricks on me because it smells so similar to chai tea and cookies. But this is really nice. Cardamom cream, definitely. You get the Earl Grey tea, and you get a little bit of sweetness from the pastries and the sugar crystals. But this is a very tea forward blend with the cardamom. Not getting much Palo Santo. It's a very cardamom and tea forward fragrance. Really nice. I would appreciate getting a little bit more of this. I don't think this is anything that I need a huge amount of by any means, but this will be beautiful in the fall and winter, and I definitely could see myself getting more of this one. It's just warm, cozy, snuggle up with a blanket and a book type of scent. Really nice. So that's Earl Ingstad. I really like how Tiffany does tea fragrances. So that's everything, you guys. Honestly, I know I've said this, and I probably said this in the beginning of the video, but I'm at that point in my wax journey where I really am able to, without smelling things, look at notes and know hands down what I'm gonna love. I love everything that's here. The only thing that I'm questionable about and don't have the best hopes for is Asgard, and that's only because that soft cotton note is really coming off to me as the same laundry note that I couldn't tolerate in Satsumas and Linen. Yeah. So I'm going to let this one cure. Of course, I'm not going to write it off until I try it, because we all know you can't really give a true impression of a scent until you warm it, because it can completely change. And who knows, this may take me completely by surprise once I warm it, and it may end up becoming a favorite of mine. So I'm gonna tuck this in the way back of my Teddy Bees drawer, let this baby sit for maybe 6, 10, 12 months and give it a go and see what happens. If not, I will definitely be looking for somebody who would like to get their hands on this. So that is everything. I cannot believe we're almost at an hour and a half. Let me wrap this up. Thank you so much for hanging out with me and seeing what I got in this haul. I hope you all are loving what you picked up. Even if you were not able to participate, there's always another opening. There's always an RTS. There are always D-stashes to be shopping through. I really hope that people watching these videos and maybe didn't have the opportunity to shop or are newer to Teddy Bees, do not let these types of videos make you feel like it's hard not to feel like you're missing out, but there's always another opening, and Tiffany's always coming out with new amazing blends for you to try. So the next pre-order will be sometime in May. She hasn't released the date yet, but definitely stay posted within the Facebook group. Stay tuned to the group so that you can get the latest updates and participate in the next pre-order. If you got any of these same scents, if you're loving the same scents as me, even if you have differing opinions, let me know in the comments down below. I'd love to chat with you, and I hope you're all doing well, and we'll be talking soon. Bye.